Mike Rounds, Republican from South Dakota. Mr. Senator, there is no tax cut extension in the Senate bill, but Americans want fast action. The markets want those tax cuts. Why the delay?
Not so much a delay, but simply recognizing that it takes longer to get all the details put together. We plan on doing both. We hope that the big, beautiful bill that the House is promising can come through, but we also want a backup plan. We're moving in parallel with them. We're taking the parts that we know the president really wanted to get up front, which was protection on the border, the dollars that they need in order to continue on the defense of the border, along with being able to maintain and to hold those individuals that they bring out of the country. So we want to get that done as quickly as possible. It's part of the bigger package. We also know that we have to absolutely have a continuation of the existing tax cuts that are going to expire. Otherwise, Americans are going to see about a 20% increase. But when we do that, we want to make sure that we do it correctly. And if we can add in some additional tax cuts, we want to be able to do that. We're all working in the same direction. We're part of the same team. Vice President Vance was in our dinner meeting yesterday, did a great job of explaining that they understand that we're working in parallel and that we need to move forward, and we are. And we'll continue on with our budget discussions in a vote-a-rama beginning this evening. It'll probably go all night long.
A vote-a-rama on budget decisions, that's in the Senate tonight, right?
That's correct. We're going to start, I think, about 3 o'clock or so and continue on, and this is part of a process. We look at it, we continue to accept amendments to this proposal until everybody is tired. And if it takes till 3 o'clock in the morning, we keep on going. If it takes till 7 o'clock tomorrow evening, we continue going until everybody is exhausted. All the ideas have been put out there. And when we're all said and done, we'll pass the budget, I believe, as proposed by Senator Graham and his team. And once that's completed, that sets the stage so that we can actually begin the real process of going committee by committee and finding the additional revenues and talking about where the cuts are going to come from.
Would I be right in saying that the tax cuts, the extension of the tax cuts and the new tax cuts, we're not going to see them till the summer? Would that be pretty accurate?
I think that's pretty reasonable, and simply because, as we've talked now for close to 6 months, it's technically, we want to do it right. We want to make sure that we get, we dot our I's, we cross our T's. For the American people and for business, we know that we've got to get these correct. And so we want to protect the tax reductions that were already in place because they're going to expire. And this is going to be the easy part of it. The real challenge will be, how do you continue to talk about having a deficit while still talking about some additional tax reductions that we know are very, very popular out there? So this is the challenge we've got. We've got to do a lot of it. DOGE is doing their part. I think they found over $55 billion in savings right now, and they're working on more. But once again, it's a coordinated effort on our part. We're going to do it correctly, but we're moving in the right direction. We're not fighting with the House. We're competing with the House, both of us trying to get to the end as quickly as possible.
Senator Mike Rounds, thanks very much for joining us this morning. It's a complex situation, but we'll get through this. We're going to get that tax cut.
We will.
Thanks very much.